greatest trick that the Bears ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. He'd be around, do one or two things, but then just like that,
he's gone. Derek started cause the boy's back with a flow that defies.
It was popping, people. It's your boy Uncle Drums, the man of the hour. Yeah? You don't know this is the Uncle Drummer show. We got a special guest today. He goes by the name of Youngbez. Yeah? Legendary. Yeah? Try and know that. How you been, family?
Good, I'm good.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, ready to go here, man.
Yes, brother.
Ready to go,
Life treating you nice, eh?
Well, boy, it's been a good one still. It's been a good ride. Life is always treating me good. You know what I mean? Positive, you get me? Vibrations positive, we keep it positive all the time.
Straight, yeah, Bez, you know. Man, this man is a genius in the black. Yeah, people, you're gonna as this thing goes on, you're gonna realise how intellectual this man is, bruv, and how deep in depth he is, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Alright, family, so we all know that you're an artist right now, a rapper out there in UK right now.
Yeah, man.
A bit different from the rest, you understand? Because a lot of people, they're talking a lot of hype and a lot of grease and a lot of this and that.
Yeah.
You're a man who tried to uplift the people on a different level, you know? Even if it's a gal thing or even if it's whatever you're doing, you try to take it in depth. You're like a journalist. You take it to that next level.
Respect, my brother.
Yeah?
That's what I try, you get me?
Yeah?
I do my media thing as well, so I just try and do it, you know, the way I'm supposed to do it. But yeah, it's been the journey, adventure, everything. Life is the greatest adventure that you'll ever have. And over the past, let's say, within the last 3 years, I've had one of the best adventures I could have ever had. You get me?
Straight.
You know?
Alright, Bez. So listen, we know that you're a music artist and you do your thing. Your music speaks for itself. Yeah, it's very loud out there. Where have you just come from, my friend? Yeah. Let them know. Take it out of the thing. Take it out of the thing. Let them see it. Man.
Yeah, because this is the specimen. This isn't the thing. That's this mixtape. I released this mixtape 2015. It was a release. It was scheduled for a UK release before I left, and I moved to Jamaica. But it was released in Jamaica, you know, and I got it around to DJs and stations and that in LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Went over by Nipsey Hussle's store as well, Marathon, the Marathon shop, you get me? Where they do the clothing, gave his brother a copy, they were feeling some of the tracks and, you know what I mean?
The rest is history.
The rest is history. But me, I just right now, personally, where I've come from, mate, what can I say? Let's just say I was sitting down for a minute.
In the big yard.
Yeah, I was sitting down. I was behind the door for a little while. So
yeah,
that was another experience. You know, a little bit more to add to the, you know, to the brain. A little bit more knowledge. Yeah, me.
Yeah. All right, Bez. First thing I'm gonna ask you now, yeah.
Yo.
Let's say you've gone to court or whatever they've done. They've held you in remand or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
In that trip, in the sweatbox, you know that sweatbox with a little small window there.
Yeah. The windows.
Where bear man always signaling to the man in the window like, oh, bro. Yeah. What was going through your mind knowing that you're going to prison, jail?
Yo, you know, at first, it was like it didn't really hit me as in like prison, jail. I was like, in my mind, it was still the stories and, you know, what everyone says, and I was sitting down and just looking at it like, oh, this is not, man, it's just, you know what I mean, little sit down, whatever. It seemed like a fucking, like a youth convention when you hear about it on road. You get what I'm saying? But it's not all it's cracked up to be, You know what I mean? I think everybody gets there. First of all, there's the excitement, then there's the anxiety, and then everything licks you like, oh shit, the rent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Phone bills, council tax, all of that hits you. And some people, the first thing they think of is their family, their kids, they're all of this and everything. But I know that I'm straight on those ends there because my family have got that and, you know, everything's right. When it comes to the papers right, maybe mum's is good and, you know what I mean? But then it was a case of wow, the time, the most valuable thing, more valuable than the money and everyone being straight and good. It's like the time. You know what I mean? That was the one thing that hit me. Like, I ain't got time for this.
There you go. That's the words.
You know what I mean? I ain't got time for this. So it was like, all right, court. I'll be in court soon, whatever. All 10 months later, I'm still saying the same thing. You know, yeah, I'll be in court soon. It's just a big waiting room. That's all it seems like. It seems like everybody's waiting.
Yeah.
You're waiting to go court.
Yeah.
You're waiting for probation. You're waiting to hear from your solicitor. You're waiting to hear from your barrister.
You're waiting on your food.
You're waiting for you're waiting for your canteen. You're waiting for everybody's just everyone's just waiting to get, even those that have been to trial and sentenced, they're waiting to get out. Everybody's waiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that, and it teaches you one thing. It teaches you a lot of patience.
Yes, my brother. So listen, so you're in the sweatbox. It hasn't really dawned on you yet, yeah? So when you've got to the big yard now, and they've actually opened up them gates and let you in that, what was going through your mind then? As an artist? As a person?
Artist, person, all of that. The first thing I thought of was being a parent. What type of example is this? You know what I mean? Like, you know, what am I doing here? After all the work I've put in, you get me? After everything that I've done, the places that I've been, everything I've survived, all of the sets that I've repped, whatever I've done, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this where it ends? You see what I'm saying? Because that's all you're thinking in your mind. Like, I'm in a system now. They ain't never letting me go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that I evaded for so long, and I slipped once. You know what I mean? There's some man that have been out here for years and years doing their thing, and you slip once, they snatch you up. It's like kidnap. 1 minute you're on the street, the next minute,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I've been kidnapped, yo.
Yeah.
Man. So that's what's going in your mind. I'm a parent.
So let's say like a month in now. Let's say 3 months in. What was your mind state at 3 months in that joint there?
3 months in there. To tell you the truth, after 3 months in there, it was like a case of, I'm pissed off. I don't want to chat to nobody. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to make no friends. You get me? I don't know none of you guys. I just, after, that's the frustration time. That's the period. Because it's like I've spoke to man that I've done like all, they're 3-4 different birds. But it's like, in these last ones now, you got people sitting down saying, bro, I swear to God, I thought I was going to go mad in there, bro. Like, I was ready to just, I didn't want to chat to nobody. You see what I'm saying? You're there, you're just scratching your head. Because for 3 months now, you've been waking up. You wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm up, I'm fresh, I'm ready. You get ready, you're doing everything that you're doing, you know, wash up, boom, brush your teeth, you get dressed and you're laying back down in your bed.
Where you going? Where you going?
Where you going? You live in your fucking bathroom. Where you going? When you're eating your dinner, there's a toilet in your peripheral. Where you going? You know what I mean? You're sitting there eating, there's a fucking toilet. I can see a curtain. Behind that curtain, there's a toilet. You know what I mean? I'm living in my fucking bathroom. My bed is the size of a bathroom. That's what you're living in. You know what I mean? So if you think that that's cool, more for you. You know what I mean? But it's not cool.
Did you ever get to a point in there where you're thinking that I can't do no more of this, bruv? Did it ever get to that point where you think to yourself, I don't know if I can see myself through to next week?
You know what? There was a point where the anxiety, it's not that I can't do it. It's the, you don't know what decisions these people are making with your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you're dealing with something, you send somebody a message or a letter or whatever, and they get back to you, they check in. They say, yeah man, don't worry, that's getting dealt with, we're this far, we're doing that. In there, there ain't none of that. You get me?
There's no comeback.
There ain't no, you call your solicitor, you ask your solicitor something. They tell you to fax it, you fax it. You're waiting. There ain't no like...
No replies.
Yeah, there ain't no reply to that. And you don't know what these people are doing with your life. You see what I'm saying? So in your mind, that's what's licking you. You know? So what I done was I found a space. I found meditation. I found meditation through reading the Bible, all kinds of things like that. Things that you know where you hear people talk about something and you think to yourself, I've never done that. So I picked up a Bible and I read it from the front to the back.
Deep.
From the front to the back. I ain't one of these people that can tell you, oh, verses 11, chapter 3. I can't tell you none of that. But you can tell me something. I can say, yeah, I remember that from the book. You see what I'm saying? But then I realized something bigger than that. I realized spirituality and energy and all of this sort of, because my mind works in that way through deep reading and the hip hop thing and everything like that. You know, before hip hop was nursery rhymes and R&B, but it gave me a whole new level of thinking. I was able to lay down and leave my body in the jail.
Yeah.
Yo, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
And I was able to go outside and walk around and smell the flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I was able to lay on the grass and feel the breeze on my face, and I was in the middle of a field and I was around the people that I love, and I realized spirituality and, you know, energy is real. I was connecting on vibrations.
Yeah.
I was doing all sorts of things, but at the end of the day, people could sit down and say, boy, you know what, that's deep. But the thing is, I tell you what was deep. The amount of people who I would see going church on Sunday. The amount of people who I would see going mosque on the Friday. And it wasn't a case of pretend. It was a case of real spirituality and real religion and real, you know, in the Muslim community, brotherhood, and in the Christian community, a real sense of love and heart. And, you know, and it's mad because you're in a place where to everybody this is bad people.
Yeah.
But I learned more about spirituality behind the door than I would ever see out here. Nobody ain't waking up going church on no Sunday, but everybody who wanted to did, and everybody who went participated.
Yes.
I went there and sat there and didn't want to participate, but by the second, third month, I'm there clapping and joining along with everybody in the congregation.
Yeah.
Because I'm realizing that it's a reality. It's like people are in here really looking for something else. You know what I mean? But it was...
So would you say, you know, like, everybody knows prison is harsh because you're not supposed to cage or lock up anybody, yeah?
Yeah.
But would you say that prison is a place, once you're there, if you spend time, you can actually find yourself, your inner self?
You know what? I was in there with a lifer. He was in there, I think it was a double M charge or something like that. You know what I mean? And then an attempted M when he got his DCAT and everything.
So 2.5 really. 2.5 M's.
Yes, yeah. So he's in there, he's done 20. And I was speaking to him, and these are the type of guys that gravitated to me, because I think through energy, these are the people that I needed their vibration to connect with mine so I could speak to them.
That's right.
It sounds crazy, but if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm saying that this guy said to me, oh, I'm getting my DCAT soon. And I was like, alright, cool. How long? He said, like 2 weeks. And I said, yeah, man. So what? You've done 20 behind the wall. You was 20. You heard me? You've done 20 years. And he's like, bro, you know what? In here, it don't even worry me, you know? It's out there, I can't.
Was that institutionalized?
He felt how someone would feel coming in is how he felt going out.
Because he's used to this joint now.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He found himself in a way of, this is my life now. So now it's so much of him that it's coming to an end. It's like, it's worrying him on this side of the wall. But then you've got other people who can sit down now and actually find themselves in a way of, there was a youth that came in same time as me and him was chatting, and man said, you know what, this is my 3rd time behind the door, you know, fuck this. And I said, what do you mean? He said, fuck this, I'm getting a job. He said, you know what, I can't, this ain't for me, I got a son, and this is a youth that does, he's active, you get me? But when I'm hearing him like that, I'm realising that he turned Muslim and everything else, that he found himself, not just through his spirituality, that's something he felt, so that's why he was drawn to it. But I'm saying, as a person, he realised, look, I'm in jail with a bunch of men that are younger than me, and I'm still out here doing what they're doing, and this ain't for me no more. And it's like I keep on saying to everybody, you can lock a man up as many times as you want to lock him up. You can put him in front of as many judges as you want, as many juries as you want, give him as much probation as you want, do whatever to him. But I tell you what, he ain't done until he's done. You get me? You can lock him up, do whatever you, but he's not done until he's done. And I'm not just saying that like for people, I'm saying that for like if you're in law or anything like that, or studying it, or trying to graduate or anything, just remember that with a lot of these guys that are in prison, they're not done till they're done.
True.
You know what I mean? There's man that have been in there 5, 6 different occasions. I was in there, I see a youth get out twice, and I still ain't been caught once, I ain't been to court once, and this youth got out twice. He got out on a Thursday and came back the Friday.
Wow.
You get me? Then he got out after that, and then come back in on license, and he got out again. And then I've left since, but I guarantee you he's back there again.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I mean? That place there destroys lives. You feel me? Destroys lives. So, boy, you can find yourself or you can lose yourself in there.
Alright, Bez. So do you think, because, you know, people got the impression of jail as hell. It is hell, from what you're used to. This is actually hell now, what I'm looking at. Right?
From what I'm used to, it was...
So listen, do you think, that because this prison system is so hellified, do you think that that's why these people get up and go to church on Sunday? Because this is the only bit of normality, this is the only bit of warmth, love. This is the only bit that I can connect to, that is part of my life, is the Sundays or the mosque.
You know what? There's 2 sides of that coin. There is that one where you have those people who are there for that. They know that. Those are the people who, like they say, I think it's 80 something or 90 something % of prisoners, as soon as they touch in the jail, they regret what they did.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? But there's them people who, like, I'd seen those ones who go there, that, you know, like, it's like a big 40-year-old man that burned down his yard, nearly killed his wife and kids, and them man, they're kind of bad there. Them man there, that's what they're there for. That's why they're going, because the normality of, they used to go church with their family and kids, and I tell you where the hell is. The hell is in you. Me in prison, to me, it's just like, all right, you know what? I have to learn to be patient.
Yeah.
But where it was hell for me is because of who I am.
Yeah.
If you're a man, like, put it this way, enough of these men here would be knocking at your front door at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning to roll for the day. Because that's a youth who can't be by himself.
Yeah.
When he's locked up and he's in that cell by himself, I'm there, I'm on the wing, I'm hearing man kick their cell, they're kicking the door all night, shouting and screaming at govs. It's hell for him, because he can't be locked in a cell by himself.
Yeah.
He needs someone around him, he needs company, he needs something. So he's kicking the door and he's bothering them, he's pressing the bell, he's doing all sorts.
Yeah.
Because he's going through hell in that cell right there. My hell is I can't get no pussy, I can't eat no chicken, I can't smoke a spliff. So what I had to do was I had to pull back on that, and I had to find heaven in something else, which was basically, like I said, vibration and energy. You know You know, being able to spirit walk. Sound crazy.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. People might say, oh yeah, he was in jail, he was crazy. No, I weren't crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because I was going to church, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was hanging out with man that have been in jail all 4 or 5 times and a life far and people like that. I'm around these man in the yard. While you man are over there with bag of man chatting about gyal and how much food you shot and how you got bagged with 100 grand but you still got a duty solicitor and you know how you drive a Lambo and yeah you get me, your watch costs 10-20 bags. I ain't got time for that. I'm around these guys here that have more spirituality, and I'm around these lifer guys here who this is their place. I'm in their backyard. This is where they live. I'm passing through. So that when they're sitting down and they're coming to me and saying, yo bro, can you speak to my man about him kicking that fucking door, because next time I'm going to go there and kick his fucking head off the door. And I'm going over to him and saying, fam, like, come on man, allow the door thing be. I'm acting like it's for me, but I'm not telling him I'm protecting him from a lifer that's ready to hurt him.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, because these guys, to them, it's a little part of their life. To them lifers and that, they live there. To these church guys, this is, you know what I mean? Like, them man, they're beating up their woman and them thing there. That's what they're in jail for. You know?
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? Go and stand around a bag of man that are in here for the same thing that I am? Oh, he associates with them. Like, no, come on, man.
Truly.
I'm a big boy and I don't need to beg no friend neither. I ain't need to come over and ask you who you are and what you're in here for and all. I'm grown. You know what I mean? So, just that.
All right. Did you see anything in that prison time that made you think, I've got to get out of here, man. I can't. This is not for me.
You know what? I probably think the first fight on the wing. The first fight on the wing. I just felt that because it wasn't so much the fight. The fight is the normality. It's the treatment of you, the other prisoners who've got nothing to do with the fight. Because a bag of guards can now hype up because a fight went on.
Okay.
They're telling you, get in there. And I'm saying to the guard, get in where? Get in your cell. I'm saying, don't talk to me like that. I'm not your fucking pet. You get what I'm saying? I got a name and ask me. I'll just I'll call the others and I'll say there's a fight going on over there. So you can call as many as you want until you show me some respect. You get me? He don't want to show me some respect. So he just walks off. So I just go and I just sit down. You get what I'm saying? But them way there is like the reason why I can't work for a man. Because I go to his work and I'm 5 minutes late. He's shouting in my face about, and I'm here working for your company to bill up money for you.
Yeah.
So then because I'm subject to being a prisoner, this screw looks at me like I'm the lowest form of society. And wants to chat to me like I ain't got no fucking, like I'm an animal.
Yeah.
That's what made me say, yo, I got to come out of this place because I'm ready to pounce on one of them more than I am another prisoner. You see what I'm saying? You know, I didn't get into no entanglement or nothing in there because I ain't in the mix-up thing and I ain't in none of that. I ain't in no he said, she said and all of that. So I stay out of it. So the guards, they push your buttons. But you have to make them, you have to set them straight and make them know that you're not an idiot. And then the next time they see you, they move with a bit more respect. But they press your buttons. And it weren't until, like I said, one of these other guys showed me that. He said, you got to be firm with them. And then you can just be easy. But if you just be easy with them, they're going to move like that. So everyone you're firm with, from you're firm with one, he's going to show a next one. And then one of them who thinks he's a brave star is going to come and try and test you again. Because they want a reason. But you just got to be firm with them. But then you got to make them know that that's not who you are. If that's not who you are, that's not who you are.
That's right. You're not that dude.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. So you just be firm with them. Like one of the officers that spoke to me away, he's in the office. I'm sitting on the pool table and I see my opportunity. So I step in the office and I close the door. And I go over and I say to him at his desk, I said to him, look, it's nothing aggressive here, you know. But don't fucking chat to me like that. You get what I'm saying? You might have to chat to some of these other prisoners or some of these other people on the wing like that. Or you might have to deal with them away. Because I can see there's some people like that. But you see me, how I roll. I deal with my little man them and these man. I don't even mix up. I got my little Cody. I make sure that his brethrens know that I'm with him and he's with me and we're cool and like that. And then I'm back to where I am doing what I do.
Yeah.
So you don't have to deal with me like I'm one of them man that's going to give you them problems. So I just be easy. And that is those guys, the screws and the people them, they're the ones. Not the others. I didn't have no problems in there with no one. I was good.
Yeah.
You get me?
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, I forgot to check him like
I'll trio.
Yeah, I got to check the little screw like Birdman. You get me?
Yeah.
But you know, it's them that made me say I have to come out of this place. Have to. You know, and the thoughts of family and business. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't do nothing. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm running little companies and, you know, trying to make it on that corporate shit.
Yeah.
You know, my papers all straight and everything, but I'm not trying to have to bill again. I want to continue off from where I left off.
Yeah.
You know, but the time...
Yeah. All right, so, Bez, so getting released now. What was that first day like for you? Because obviously you've just come from a...
Yeah, I went court. What did I do? I went court 7 times in 2 weeks. Before I was supposed to be released. I went to trial 2 days before my release date.
Yeah.
Before the day they had to release me.
Yeah.
They couldn't hold me no longer and they couldn't ask for another extension. They'd already done it twice. So I was waiting 2 days before that. They come swore in the jury and then put my trial for a week later. So, you get me? But I went to trial when I was going that, because the drive, the distance over an hour and everything in that sweatbox every single day. And every day you have to change your clothes, you know, you have to change, you know, do your search and change back into your clock, go court, come back, change, get your search, change, go back. And it's taking up your whole day from morning, you're out from 6 all the way until you get back in the evening, about 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock sometimes. But then, when it come to that last day of the trial now, where the jury had been, you know, going over everything and everything else, and the judge was on his fuckery, they come back and they said that there was no decision, so I got a hung jury. Me, I know me, and I know who I am, and I know how I work, and I just say that me getting a hung jury is a surprise, but it weren't a surprise to me. Weren't no surprise to me. I don't never lose. You get me? I always win. And I'm telling myself every single day, you're a winner.
That's right.
You know, just like how Mayweather would be in the thing doing his boxing, he'd be telling himself he's the greatest. He's the greatest of all times. Ain't no one better. Ain't no one can beat. And you know what? That's how I was feeling. I went in there positive. You know what I mean? All praises to God, of course, because I was praying every day, every journey, all the way there and back, reading that Bible, you know, sitting in that cell underneath the thing, reading that Bible, and then they come back, I got a hung jury. It weren't no surprise to me. I knew I was going home. You get me? I've gone round the back, and the way that the people them know me from going back and forth to the court, when I've come out, they've all stuck their head round the corner. What happened? What happened? What happened? I've told them what happened. They all jumped for joy. These are the people that work for the courthouse. They all jumped for joy. You get what I'm saying? Because they felt the vibration of your kid. They felt my vibration. You know what I mean? Everybody was on my side, and that's why I knew I was leaving. No matter how that judge tried to spin it, how much times he tried to fuck my barrister over. When they said that, and then the pussy old prosecution stood, my man's kind of mad, but the prosecution have stood up and said, we would like a retrial. So now here I am.
You're on the other side now.
I'm on the other side of the wall. And that first day out, you know that I felt, I was in the yard and I was sitting here and I had my mother and everybody around, and I said to them, you know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong in that. And it was like, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I feel like the gov's gonna come get me and tell me to go back to my sin. It's mad the way that you get institutionalized in like the space of 1 year. I missed the whole of 2016. I missed the whole year. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm here sitting, 2017, sitting on the other side of the door, and I'm sitting there and saying, yo, I feel like I need to go back.
Frightened.
Just, do you know what it is? It's anxiety.
Yeah.
Because anxiety is before fear.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, I feel like they're gonna come and get me, and I feel like I'm going back to myself. It's mad. You have to get used to it and feel it out. So every morning I'm waking up from 6 a.m. The best thing about everything, like I'm saying, I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning now.
Yeah. Due to the jail.
Yeah. Before I'm sleeping till 2, 3 in the afternoon. Now I'm calling man, and it's like 11 in the morning and they're sleeping. I'm saying, you man have missed the whole day. Man are telling me, bruv, it's 11 o'clock. I'm thinking, wow, 11 o'clock, and I've done so much.
Yeah.
So this has shown me now that like nothing is gonna take any more time from me, you get me?
Yeah.
Except for what I put myself into still.
Yeah. Respect, Bez. Bez, one thing I would like you to portray a message to, you know, the younger and older people that are on this jail thing. Some people are reoffenders, they keep going back.
Mm-hmm.
And some people for the first time. What advice can you give to them? Because, you know, you don't belong there. You know you don't belong there. But you went there and you studied the joint.
Yeah.
And you've come out more knowledgeable, more powerful, more spiritual.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to these people that think that this is a trend or this is something that we should all get into? You know, what advice can you give them?
First and foremost, it's not cool. That's one thing. It's not cool. It's not cool. Yeah, I tell you that right now. But I just say this. I say, one thing that I've always been saying to everybody since this whole occasion. I've said to everybody, you can make all the money in the world. You can be on road. You can be moving food, whatever. Whatever you guys are doing, trapping, all of that. It's still small. You get me? Them man, they are moving tons on planes and bringing it into this country, and you're getting this much of it. You get me? It don't matter. Oh, we've got Zeds, whatever. If you're doing that, you can make all the money in the world. You can drive all the cars that you want. You can floss as much, wear as much furs, minks, leathers, fuck 'em, pop champagne, wear your watches and all of that. But I tell you what the system has realised. We can take it all away from them, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to hit the road and get it all back. You see what I'm saying? Alright, but listen to this. Now, they're not taking it away from you. They're going to let you keep it. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to take you away from it.
Yes, my brother.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And all the money and everything, what is it worth to you? When your canteen, when you're on remand, you can get like, you know, I don't know, what is it, £100, something like that or whatever, and then you get another bit where you can save more money so that every week you have money in your canteen. I don't know, 5 bills, whatever. But when you're sentenced, there's a maximum amount or something you can have put on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Until you get enhanced and you can get more or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still nothing compared to those stacks that, remember you're taking pictures like it's a telephone. Remember that? Yeah. Those stacks there that you were holding like this.
Yeah.
You can't hold it in there.
Yeah.
And what is all that worth to you in there?
That's right.
It ain't worth shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you guys need to realise is they're taking something away from you that's more valuable than all your Rolexes, than all your chains. Yeah. So what I was saying now was that you can have all the money in the world and everything you want, and they take you away from it. But the most important thing that they're taking away from you is your time. Time is more valuable than your money. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Somebody will pay you for your service, and they will pay you for your service, and you could say, if I'm going to be there for 2 hours, I want to be paid this much, because they're paying for your hours. You know what I'm saying? They're paying for your work, but at the same time, they can get anyone to do it.
Yeah, true.
They're paying for your hours. You know?
Yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you know how valuable your time is. You ain't even got time to spend with your girl. You know what I mean? Taking your kids out is a stress because your phone's going mad because you're working. You know? time is more valuable than any of your money. And I'm telling you right now, this prison thing is not cool. This phase needs to be over. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're talking about, everybody's talking about woke. Oh, I'm woke and all this woke shit since I've come out. Ain't no one woke. Wake the fuck up, man. You get what I'm saying? This prison thing for us as black men needs to be over now. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody now, even with the music industry and the music business and everything that's going on, people are running their own shit. You get what I'm saying? Black boys are running their own business. You get what I'm saying? You know, black boys from England are heavyweight champions of the world and shit like that.
Yeah, wake
the fuck up, man. This jail shit thing ain't cool. It's not cool. I don't know how you think it's cool to not be able to call up a gal and order it like a fucking pizza. You get what I'm saying? Go in the kitchen and whip yourself something up. Come back and lay in your bed and watch a big 50-inch screen and shit. You know what I mean? That's not good. Like, come on, man. Jail on your resume, that's not a good look. You know what I mean? We want to run industries. We want to take over shit. Look, we are the new lick. Our culture. We are the next thing. We're the in thing. Exploitation for capital gain. I keep that. Those who know. You see what I'm saying? I can't even express it no more because I'm talking, and I suppose this is why people say, "Oh, Bez is crazy." I'm not crazy. I'm a fucking rapper. That's what I do. We delve into things in depth. I ain't one of these mumble guys. You know what I mean? Even though I respect them, but I'm still a bit more, you know. My consciousness is a little higher. For those who know. You see what I'm saying? I'm vibrating. You get me? My vibration is on a different frequency. I emit a different frequency to people. You feel me? Those who know.
Alright, so Bez, listen. To get off of the jail thing now, yeah, because you've already broke it down for people. What's really not good about that place, yeah? Yeah. Where was you at musically before you went to the jail? What kind of stages? Where was you at musically? What was you on?
You know what? To tell you the truth, now knowing everything that I'm doing right now, reminding myself of who I am and getting back to myself. I was running around like a dog chasing his tail in a circle. That's where my music was at. Before I went in, and for the last 2 to 3 years before I went in, I might have been doing video after video, slapping them up on YouTube, whatever. But I was chasing my tail. Now, with my higher consciousness, I've been able to do some things for myself that have put myself in a position of where I don't even need to do what I was doing anymore, but I can do what I love to do. That's right. And live off of it and earn a living now.
So where you at? Where you at right now? Where you at right now, B? Since you've come out of this hell. All right. Where you at? Where you at right now?
Let me just go back a little. Before I went in, I released a mixtape in Jamaica. I went LA. I was spreading it out there. I done 2 videos in Jamaica, Basics and Here's to You. Before I went, I done the Sleeping video. Since I've come back, I've hooked up with some new producers, gone to some new studios, done some new stuff, put some new music together. But since I've now opened the doors to a next level, what I've done is I've compiled all of the old music with the old videos. I've set up a platform of where, you know, everything's fully published, fully licensed, and there's going to be a lot of releases. Like I released, you know, one of the old singles on the 24th of last month. That's on Amazon, Google, all of that. Check that out. That's FKA Bez Days of Our Lives. And then I've got one on the 24th of this month coming out with Zuz Rock, which is Fly By Night. And then next month, Bez to Infinity, followed by the Throwback album, which is going to have it's going to have Day by Day featuring Keith Murray. That's going to be on there because that's off the first album. Yeah, I've got the Smoke It Up with Vanya, you know, that one's going to be on there. I got all of the videos, any video that you've seen of mine, you know, plus the Days of Our Lives tune is on there as well. So all the singles are going to be compiled on there as one CD. So that's now, but there's a lot more. I'm just flashing through it real quick. You get me? But next time we'll go through a lot more of that in depth.
All right, Bez. I
Yeah.
want to say respect, brother, and we definitely come to see Uncle Drummer TV. Definitely come to see you again, because you know what it is.
Big up
brother.
Drummer TV, and there's a lot of things going on with Drummer TV, so keep your eyes on this channel. There's a lot of shit, and you're gonna see me a lot.
All right, so bless it, yeah?
Yeah.
Bless it.